The Lima Symphony Orchestra are going to be busy this weekend. We've got organ by candlelight. And joining us today, of course, the music director and conductor, Lima Symphony Orchestra, Andrew Crust, to tell us more. And thanks for coming today.
Always great to be here.
All right, so this is kind of neat. It's not in the big auditorium. You're in a smaller church atmosphere, and you got candlelight. So tell us what it's like to play like that.
Well, you know, this music, a lot of the music that we play on this concert is old music, which was written during the time before electricity, let alone before iPhones. And so I think one of the benefits of living during that time was that you're not distracted and you have this ability to really focus and be in the now and sort of get into the flow of things. And in our world today, it's really hard to achieve that. And I think the performing arts is one of those ways to really be there, be present with the music. So it's an intimate setting. We transport you to another time period. You hear some beautiful music in by the way, great churches are beautiful acoustics as well. They have great resonance, and of course we chose 2 churches this time which have a great organ, because that's a big part of this as well. The orchestra will be playing with the organ. We're doing an organ concerto, so we have Jared Post as soloist. He'll play a piece specifically written for organ and orchestra, as well as some solo organ works and some full orchestral works. But it's just a beautiful, intimate setting that really makes you feel a lot of different emotions, and it's a great date night as well.
There you go. So the organ and the orchestra can work together, and there were pieces that were written that way, huh?
That's right, yeah. And of course, back in the day, before all these electronic instruments, that was the loudest instrument in the world. It's the loudest thing you've ever heard in your life back in, 1650, 1700. And so they were obviously in churches very frequently, and there's a wide range of repertoire, and we're going to celebrate that. But we also have some hits that everyone will know.
That's what I was wondering, if the music would be familiar enough or not.
We've got Mozart's, one of his favorite works of all time, Eine kleine Nachtmusik, a little night music, which everyone will know. Bum, bum, bim, bum, 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 bum. It's very, very well known.
Certainly.
We also have a great piece by Bach, the Air on the G string, which is, if you don't know the name of it, you're going to know it by how it sounds. And then some things you may or may not know. We have a double oboe concerto featuring our own musicians in front of the orchestra. So most of it is around, as I said, those time periods before electricity. We kind of set the vibe, set the tone with real candles. There are companies out there that use those fake plastic ones. This is the real deal. So it's just a beautiful, intimate setting with great acoustics and great music.
Okay, so you start out in Lima. That's Saturday night at Trinity, right?
That's right. Every year we do that.
And then you head out of town to Minster this time.
Every year we try to go to a different community to serve our local region, and this time is Minster. And a big part of that was Jared Post. He is the organist there, and they have a great organ. So we're looking forward to bringing it out there.
It's always neat to hear an organ, too, because some churches now have gone to pianos or whatever, and it's nice to hear a big sound of the organ, too.
Such a variety of sound as well. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. So tickets available at the door. Should you get them now, ahead of time?
These tend to do pretty well. So I would say take a look at the office online and get them as soon as you can.
Okay. Yeah, because it's smaller. It's not like you're filling up the Civic Center. So intimate. All right. Very good. All right. And speaking of intimate, it's always fun to go to the library because it's smaller for you guys too, and you get to talk to the kids, right? So let's talk about how Mornings with Maestro. What you're going to do on Saturday?
Saturday morning at 10:30. I believe we always do the Mornings with the Maestro, and this is a chance for kids to get right in front of musicians, usually 4 to 5 musicians, and we specially craft and write a program for them that involves some interactivity, dancing, playing, conducting. We did musical chairs last time, but then the players will talk to the kids and let them touch the instruments and learn in detail what they're all about, because that's what it's about, I think, is exposure and getting people in front of you. And of course, hearing people play at a really high level is really special. So we love this program.
I guess the theme is China this time, so you're probably going to hear some different instruments or see something different, maybe?
There's some Chinese instruments, players coming in, thanks to one of our percussionists, Sarah Waters, and we're going to hear all these different stringed and percussion instruments from China to learn about instruments outside of our Western culture.
Wow, cool stuff. All right, well, Andrew, thanks for coming today. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
All right, don't go away. New Tradition continues in a moment.